Linda Israel here with Brutus Monroe's Sketched Holiday Set and a few of the Canvas Corp brand Tattered Angel Glimmer Mist. I'm going to make a Christmas card. The first thing I did before I started the video is I cut my card topper, and this is just shy of 4 1/4 and just shy of 5 1/2 inches, so there'll be just a little bit of a border all the way around. I like to make those so that if I mess up, I can move on to another piece and I don't have to worry about messing up my foundation card. I've got a spray box. This is what I use on my desktop whenever I'm going to be spraying mists. And I have got the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. The color is moss. And you'll see it's got the nice glittery mica powder in the bottom. And you'll want to shake this, but not up and down, side to side. Tap it against your hand. Kind of swirl it around to get that mica powder floating back up into the fluid. So I'm shaking this just a little bit. I've got a piece of the Canvas Corp brand's paper that came out of a mixed media pack. It's an off-white or ivory color, and it has a little bit of a glitter embossed on it. I thought that'd be a pretty background. So I'm just taking my Glimmer Mist. I'm going to spritz this a few times to make this page green. Now, I'm just going to set this aside so it can dry, and I'll move on to my next layer. While I've got the green out, I have a Christmas tree that I die cut out of a Sizzix die and run it through my Tim Holtz Vagabond. So I just made it really quick, and you can do a bunch of these at a time. I use chipboard that I get out of packaging or maybe out of a box of paper, something like that. And I'm just going to spritz this as well with the same color of green, so my tree and my background will match. It has a nice glimmer to that. I'm going to set this aside to dry. The last thing that I want to spray with Glimmer Mist is I have this Top Note die piece that's from Stampin' Up. It's an old die, but I just like this shape because it gives it a nice little background. And then I have the Glimmer Mist in Crimson. Again, shaking this and spraying. So it's almost like, to me it's more like a barn red in a sense, but it's a nice, deep, pretty red. So those are all sprayed. So I'm going to set those aside. I have a piece of scrap from when I cut my foundation card, and I have a Merry Christmas stamp that's from Studio G. I have the Brutus Monroe embossing ink, and I have my little embossing powder pad to keep from stray powders getting stuck on my paper. Now I'm going to ink up this little stamp. I'm just doing an up and down pouncing. And then I'm going to stamp this on here. Then I've got some black embossing powder, and I'm just dipping that into my powder, and now that is ready to be heat embossed. So I'm going to do that now. Now my piece of paper is longer than necessary, so if you are a person that likes to have precision, you can get over on a paper cutter and trim this down, but I'm just going to eyeball it with a pair of scissors. Doesn't have to be completely precise. Like so. And then I have a corner rounder by We Are Memory Keepers. It's the Crocodile, and I'm going to use the 1/4 inch and a quarter corner around this. And while I've got this out, I'm going to go back to my green piece that I made earlier and corner around that. Now I want this outer edge to have a pretty glitter to it. So I've got a piece of scrap paper here, and I have a Zig 2-way glue, and I like this glue because it's like a pen. It's got a big nib on it, but it's perfect for going around the edge. So I'm just going to go around the edge of this stamped saying. And then I'm going to place it on another piece of paper so it can catch my glitter, because I'm going to coat the edge of that with glitter. Before I started the video, I used this punch that I have no idea what brand it is, but it's a little star, and I punched out a little star. So I'm going to place it on a piece of paper, and I'm going to use Glitter Glam as a glue and a paintbrush. Again, you want to, this one you want to shake. You can shake it any way you like because it doesn't have a sprayer in it. I've got a clean brush, and I'm dipping it in, and I'm just going to go over my star and fill that in. And then I'm going to move it to my glitter paper. Then I have some gold glitter from Martha Stewart. I'm just going to cover this with glitter. Alright, so I've got the label, and I've got the Brutus Monroe Poinsettia set from the Sketched Holiday. I'm just going to use my Stays On black ink pad, and I'll stamp this, rotate, and stamp on the other side. Now I'm going to take the Christmas tree with the same stamp, and I'm going to stamp it on there as well. Just went in and stamped over where it didn't fill up because the stamp's not quite big enough. Okay. Now on the poinsettia here that's on the tree, I want it to have more glitz to it. So I'm going to use my 2A glue again. And I'm going to go in where the flower is and kind of give it an outline. With the glue pen. Use the green glitter. This was a Paper Studio glitter that I got a while back. Green. Since I've got a red and green going on, I've got some Martha Stewart's little beads. They're probably from last year, and I'm notorious for using last year's products. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue and drop a few in each of these flower centers, and then shake on some of these little beads. I've got my card base, and I've got the green piece that I spray. So I'm going to glue that down with my ATG gun. You want to go all the way out to the edge because the paper's been wet with the spray, so it has a tendency to curl. So I like to put a good amount of adhesive on there. And then I'll line it up and put it on this card. Hopefully. And I'll take my label and put ATG on the back of it as well. It's going to go in this upper corner. I have some pop dots here. What I like to do with this is after I've used up all the little dots, I don't throw anything away, so I will cut little strips. And I'm going to use this on the sentiment and on the back of the tree. And there was my quick little Christmas card that I made using the Brutus Monroe stamps, Tattered Angels spray, as well as one of their papers from the Canvas Corp company. A little bit of glitter. I'm going to enter this in a glitter challenge online with the 52 Christmas card challenge. If you like this card, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment and of course share it with your friends so others can see how quick and easy this card was to make. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. If you're wanting this particular stamp set, it's from Brutus Monroe and it's Sketched Holiday, and I'll have a link in the description so you can click on that and it'll take you right to the shop so you can purchase that stamp. If you like the Tattered Angel spray, I'll also have my link in there to the Canvas Corp products so you can go in and pick out a few of these sprays, which are a lot of fun and so versatile. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching today. Merry Christmas.